But yeah, I think I've made that decision that I'm going to let this kind of remain. So my residential areas, my commercial areas, I just want to make sure that I have nothing any higher than medium density. This does not have to be a huge money maker. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this as a I'm going to leave this as a tourist spot. Come to town. Some neon light along this strip here. Commercial areas. Catch a bus. I need to make sure I've got bus stops. Catch a bus. It looks like I do. Gamble. Get on the Arcology and go to space. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's make sure that we are tourist friendly here. Let's a bus for the people getting off the train. And oh yeah, we need to make this. So yeah, that works. It's the challenge of the different maps. All of the city plots are the same size. And the challenge is how do you make a city fit inside of this area? If you think about some of the cities we've done, back there, that city, over 100,000 residents, and because of the limitations here, I could probably still get a pretty decent population size, but I like how you start out with one thing in mind, and then as you develop it, it changes. This was not what I envisioned, but I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it, and I'll be thrilled when we get a launch. We are just under 5,000, so we are 5,000 tourists away from a launch. That is a cool angle with our city, and in the background, that's the Academy City back there. All the lights going. That's my backup city with the university, and actually there's a university right there. And there is Omega Co. And you really can't mistake it because there's the Omega Co headquarters there. And there was my very first city on the new map, and that city was created to get funds, to get enough funds, start with oil, go from oil to processors, to be able to pay to get that city up and running. So I forgot, this does not have to be at full capacity. Once you get a little bit beyond 50% capacity, you can launch. However, it really makes sense to do it at full capacity because you get a payout based upon how many people. You can see my payout is slowly increasing. And don't forget, these are not inexpensive. Well, it doesn't show me how much, because what'll happen is when this launches, this will launch, but the pad will remain. Okay, so I may be making a mistake. I have a good amount of jobs available. I'm not going to be turning this into a high density population city. I want fusion power. Let's just do it. I mean, what's the worst thing? I just have to try to figure out a place to put more industry. So now, first of all, remember, for power, for fusion power, it needs a kick. So an electrical kick. I know that's not going to be enough. If you saw me try to kickstart the fusion power plant in my last city. So let's do, and this is just temporary, just enough to get it going. That should be, let's go ahead and put a sign, even though I'm going to turn it off shortly. All right. All right, as soon as it gets, well, while we're waiting for, you know what else I didn't check? Do I have enough control net? Oh yeah, we should be fine. Actually, let's do this. I know we're going to be fine. Control net facility. And let's get a signal booster. There. So now we are boosting our control net signal. We were in good shape, but I just wanted to make sure, because we needed time for people to, okay, great. Let's put that there, because if I do that, that whole street, I can still put industry. And I'm just doing this just because it's fun. See if we can't, nope, right? Oh well, let's just do that. I really want, yeah, that's fine. All right. The last time it took a while for the control net. Let's see, so one wave. All right. That was one wave of control net. Let's up our speed. Okay, that's the second wave. Third wave. Okay. There. All right, so let's make sure. So we've got everything is running. We are ready for clean power. It sure does hit the city hard. Look, I'm losing power. It's great once it runs, but nice. Man, look at that. It really hits the city hard. It takes power to get it started, and that's power that I lose. I hope I did not lose my tourists. That's going to be sad if all my tourists are gone. That might have been a mistake. Everything's starting to come back online. All right, I think we are good. All right, moment of truth. Do I still have, is it powered? Okay. Phew. Oh boy, that was a little scary. All right, now let's turn off and turn off. Okay. And our city is powered by fusion. In addition to turning them off, both power plants, just went ahead and demolished them. We're not going to need them. If for some reason we have an emergency and this stops or we run out of control net, we'll just put down some power stations. We are at maximum capacity. So this is our, yeah, this is where we could launch the tourists into space, and then we get a nice payout. So I think it's time to go ahead and do this. Let's launch our first arcology.
with wrestle Kinlan. 4 months at Vet Samson. Sneggleby, Amazar Front. T-Bruce snaps in quick. Riven Pinneth.